Hi everyone, it's great to see you again in another sharing session from LotuszenTan. In part 1, what is reincarnation? Should we be afraid of it? Have you ever wondered how the cycle of birth and death really works? It might sound complex at first, but actually, the follows a pretty interesting and natural pattern. From the moment we are born until the moment we pass on, everything unfolds in a kind of built-in circular flow. Even before we are born, when we are still in the womb, we are already receiving nutrients and oxygen from mothers to growth. Pay attention. This is also a cycle of reincarnation through the breath. Inhale, gently follow the breath as it flows through your nose, feel your chest and reach down to your belly. Exhale, feel the breath leaving through your nose and notice your belly softening and sinking. By observing our reactions through the breath, we begin to realize the deeper patterns behind its cycles of both body and mind. That whole process is something nature has set up for us, a fixed cycle that just keeps developing over time. Then, when we come into the world, our body starts learning how to adapt to the environment through our senses. Also, something already built into us. As we grow, we take in nutrients, but we also start recording and storing information through our six senses. Each experience, whether it is success or failure, gets saved in our memory, along with emotions and images. This forms a loop. Actions, results, memory, and new actions again. Every thought or actions that arises is actually the beginning of the new life and death cycle for that thought or action. Once we see the results that cycles in, from beginning to end, that's what we call a full cycle, a kind of mini rebirth and death of that thought or action. Throughout our life, we go through countless of these cycles. And when we get stuck in a thought or habit and cannot let go, we're basically trapped in that cycle. Only when it fades or disappears can we say we've been free from it. Let me remind you again to stay with your breath. This is a meditation share through breathing. Inhale, gently follow the breath as it flows through your nose. Feel your chest and reach down to your belly. Exhale, feel the breath leaving through your nose and notice your belly softening and sinking. But let's be real, that's easier said than done. When a habit or thought becomes deeply rooted in our subconscious, even if we forget it for a while, it tends to come back once the right conditions show up. These repetitive thoughts and behaviors we do over and over, that's what we call karma. Most of us think our habits only start forming after we're born based on what we learn or experience without much training. There's a strong hint that skill or tendencies can carry over from past lives. A continuation of karma. So if in this life we're learning, observing and practicing well, we're actually shifting our karma, shaping a better future. Have you ever wondered why you are here, listening and reflecting, while others are not? That too is karma, a good one, and a sign you're moving in a better direction. We're on here in life to learn, not just our own lesson, but also through our interactions with others. We're basically products of ongoing reactions to the outside world. Every time we receive input through our sixth sense, our brain stores that information and uses it to respond again. It's a loop that keeps going. Our body reacts at different speed depending on the situation, but the goal is the same: to find internal emotional balance. These reflexes are incredibly fast, almost like electricity, and they repeat until something is resolved. If the brain doesn't get enough info, it keeps shouting the alarm until we deal with it. All of this, the sensing, reacting, adjusting, it's just our body and mind trying to adapt. Every outcome, whether it's good or bad, gets started for next time. And over time, these patterns become our karma, built from daily thoughts and actions. If you want to really understand the cycles of birth and death in action, just look at your own body and mind. Feel the emotions coming and going. Watch how your senses take in information constantly. In just a few seconds, thousands of pieces of data are flowing through your six senses to your brain. The conscious mind only chooses the most urgent stuff to deal with, like dangers or something that needs immediate attention. The rest get handled by your subconscious, things like breathing or internal bodily functions. Only when things get too intense does your conscious mind step in. But often, we leave too much up to habits and the subconscious, and that's when we lose mindfulness. Without mindfulness, habits put us toward distractions and endless desires. Only when we take time to observe our body and mind clearly can we wake up, make changes, and find peace. So, how do we become more mindful? The answer is turn inward, back to your body and your heart through meditation. Of course, starting meditation isn't easy, especially if you're still caught up in daily distractions or habitual pleasures. Most of us, myself included, are being pulled along by our karma. The path of awakening is long, but we got to try. Start by aiming for a little more happiness, and over time, we become better people. Even if the journey is worth it, as long as we remind each other to stay awake, to stay mindful, we can move toward better life and better world. In the end, it is our choice to change, to grow, and to align our actions with better karma, no matter what's happening in the world around us. Every time we fall, we stand back up, smiling, because every single experience on the path matters. It teaches us something. For those new to meditation, It's easy to forget to observe the breath, and often a constant reminder from an external source is needed. Inhale gently, follow the breath as it flows through your nose, feel your chest and reach down to your belly. Exhale, feel the breath leaving through your nose, and notice your belly softening and sinking. This topic about the subconscious is long one, so I'll pause here for part 1. In the next part, we dive even deeper into the fun and fascinating stuff. The journey in the game of breath will become more and more fascinating if you really cherish it. This practice, just like habit, is the key to unlocking every doorway within your body and mind. So keep watching and keep practicing with me in this video and the ones to come. If you got any thoughts or the reflections, feel free to drop a comment below. And if this video helped or inspired you, please hit subscribe, like, and share with others. Thank you.